video is going to be a what's in my travel makeup bag. So I'm gonna be discussing everything I have in my bag and what I take with me when I travel. This is the second time I'm filming this video. And if you do YouTube videos, you know that one of the most frustrating things is filming the same video for a second time. Side note, my light, I had to take one out because it stopped working. You guys saw one of my previous videos, I kind of went into detail, and now this one is not working anymore. You can see like the light isn't as bright. I got a ton of you guys that recommended fairy lights that last longer. You said to get like LED lights, those last longer. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna go shopping online for more lights that actually last long, because these don't last. And I bought these at Home Depot. You would think that they would last long because they were like for outdoors, but no. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Keep in mind that honestly, the things in this bag changes depending on where I'm going, but I'm just gonna give you a general view. The contents in this bag is pretty much what I take with me when I travel. I wanted to do this video to give you guys tips. Maybe you don't exactly know like what kind of things you should take or what. Hopefully this video is helpful. So this is my makeup bag of choice. I bought this on the Sephora website. This is called the Vacationer, I believe that's what it's called. I had my Laura Mercier one and I love it. I still use it. It fits a lot of stuff, but I wanted something with a handle. That one is kind of like a binder. I just wanted something more practical, a little bit more compact, something I could carry, and just to simplify. So this was like $40, which is pretty pricey for a makeup bag, considering you can get like a ton of makeup bags at Target, but I love this one. It's very sturdy and it fits everything. I highly recommend this bag if you're someone who travels a lot, because you could just fit so much. Okay, so when you open it, this is what it looks like. So when you open it, this is what mine looks like on the inside. I really love this bag because of its compartments. So on the top here is where I keep my makeup brushes. It has 8 slots for you to take 8 makeup brushes, which honestly, you don't need any more than 8 brushes. I kind of trained myself to just take what I need. So a big tip I can tell you is to take brushes that do just more than one job. That is a major tip because you can use that brush for a ton of different things. So here I have the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I really like traveling with this brush because it applies foundation really nicely. Like it buffs it into the skin and it also buffs in my concealer at the same time. And then I always take my Real Techniques Multitask Brush because it does exactly that, it multitasks. I mainly use this for bronzer and blush. And then the last face brush, I only bring 3, but I really love the Morphe E48 because I can blend out my concealer with this, I can set my concealer with this, I can highlight my cheekbones with this, and I can contour with this. This does so many things. And then the rest of the 5 slots are for eye brushes. I love taking this brush with me to travel because it's a like double-sided brush. I typically don't like double-sided brushes because they're really hard to store. You don't want to mess up one side of the brush by like slamming it into a brush holder, but they're really great to travel with. I'm not wearing any lipstick. How weird, I just noticed that. I'm going to apply some. This is the Tarte Lip Sculptor in Basic, if anybody was wondering. Okay, back to what I was saying. Everything just fell out of this all of a sudden. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. I like it because it has kind of like a buffing brush on one side and the pencil brush on the end. I have to travel with a pencil brush. They're very important to me for that lower lash line. And then the other side is perfect to like buff out concealer, buff a paint pot on your eye, anything. And then I have this brush right here. I feel like these kinds of brushes are just essential with any makeup look I do. I always reach for like a MAC 217. This is the same shape as a MAC 217, but this is a Sophie 320. I have tons of brushes that have this kind of shape, but to me, they're just essential because they work for the outer corners, in the crease. I need this kind of brush. So I usually take that. And then I have the e.l.f. $1 little shader brush because you need a shader brush. And then 2 crease brushes. This is the Sephora Pro Crease Brush. It's just extremely soft. It has the perfect shape and I love it. And then this is the Morphe 514. It's significantly smaller than this one, which is perfect if I don't want to do like insane buffing in the crease, if I just want a light wash in the crease. So with those 8 brushes, I can do like a full-on, full face look. Okay, so then here, This has little slots just like this does, like for your brushes. I don't exactly know what these slots here are for, but I keep my lip products here. And I'll go into detail about what I have here when I go into the lips category. But right now I'm gonna show you how I like to pack my bag. So I definitely always take this with me when I travel. This is the Sephora Color Switch by Veramona. I had the original Veramona one and I lost it, so I bought the one that they sell at Sephora. What this does is it allows you to use the same brush in like a ton of different colors, because when you're traveling you're like, sure, yeah, I want to take a brush that I can use 20 different ways, but if I dip my brush into a blue eyeshadow, how am I gonna dip it into like a black and then apply it to my lids? I don't want to mix colors. That's what this is for. So you can apply your like lid shade, swirl your brush in this, and then dip it into another color and it won't transfer. Okay, so when I sit down and pack this bag, I kind of go through my mind and I do it in order. So the first thing I apply to my face is primer. So usually I will pack 2 primers, but in this case I packed 3, and I'll tell you why in a second. 100% of the time I always pack my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in Smoothing, because this is my favorite pore filling primer. And then I will always take an illuminating primer with it. And this is the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. So beautiful, it gives your skin like a beautiful glow. And then I will also take this, because I don't like to travel with foundations that have SPF in it, because sometimes I'm taking pictures and SPF will give like a weird flashback, so I like to take a foundation with 0 SPF. But of course, if I'm gonna be wearing foundation during the day, I wanna be protected by the sun. So I have been loving this one. This is pretty new. I bought mine at Sephora. This is the Dr. Jart Every Sunday UV Illuminating Sunscreen. This has SPF 36, and it's just basically a sunscreen like any regular old face sunscreen, but it illuminates. It's very glowy and beautiful. Let me show you. And you can't tell. Pointless. And next up is foundation. So I highly recommend traveling with a foundation that's travel friendly. So no glass bottles, which kind of sucks because my all-time favorite foundation in the history of the world is the Makeup Forever Face and Body, and it's in a glass bottle. So I still travel with that. I wrap it in like a bunch of socks and put it in my suitcase so that it doesn't break, but that's just a hassle that sometimes I don't want to do. I do it because it's my favorite, but you know, like I don't want to do it. So another great foundation that I love traveling with is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick. This is in a plastic thing, and it's perfect to travel because you take this off, and you just like slap it on your face and then you buff it in with a brush. It's literally the easiest foundation in the world. Another big tip I can give you is traveling with squeezy tube foundations. I wish, to be completely honest with you, that every foundation was in a squeezy tube, because yes, I do love the glass bottles and they look so pretty, but these are just so practical. You open it, just squeeze it. It's so easy. This is the Kiko Universal Fit Hydrating Foundation. I really do like traveling with this one too for that reason. So yeah, I only take 1 foundation because I feel like that's all I need. And then next up is concealer. I take 1 concealer with me. It's my travel friend because it's plastic, it's in a wand, it's easy to apply, and it's my favorite concealer of all time. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have mine in vanilla. And then powder. My RCMA No Color Powder is my all-time favorite powder, but it's not the best to travel with when you're on the go. So I take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Powder. I find it to be so perfect because it really does diminish my pores. It sets my makeup beautifully. It sets my under eyes beautifully. It's an all-in-one great powder. And so the next category is bronzer, blush, and highlight. I take 1 bronzer, and 9 times out of 10, it's my NARS Laguna bronzer because it's really sturdy. I find that this is really great to travel with. It's great to contour, but it is also great to bronze. And sometimes you don't find bronzers that do both. I find that it isn't too orange. It's not really, really warm. So you can still contour with this, but there's a little bit of a sheen to it. Not too much, but enough to give you a glow at the same time. Okay, so for blush and highlight, I take these 2 bad boys. This is the e.l.f. Total Face Palette, and I really like this palette because huge mirror, and you get different products in this palette. So you get a bronzer, 2 blushes, and a highlight. To me personally, this highlight isn't like ba-bam enough for me to highlight, but it is a really pretty like soft veil of powder. Like if I'm looking a little bit too flat, too matte, which isn't often, but if I want just a little bit more glow to the rest of my face, I will throw that on. So I love traveling with that. And then you get a peach blush and a pink blush, and they're both matte. And then you have a bronzer here, which is perfect it's the perfect undertone for my skin tone to contour with. So if I did want to contour a little bit more, I'll just go ahead and use this. And then I love taking this with me as well. This is the Manizer Sisters. This is from The Balm. This was sent to me, but they sell this at Kohl's. And it's great because when you open it, you have the 3 luminizers. You have the Mary Luminizer, the Cindy Luminizer, and the Betty Luminizer. And I find that I cannot travel with the Mary Luminizer or any of them because they break really easily. The Balm highlights, they break so easily, but this guy right here does not break easily. And what's great about this is that the Mary Luminizer, it's just a universally great highlight no matter what look you're doing. The Cindy Luminizer is one of my favorite like blushes, and then this is great kind of like as a bronzing duster on my body, on my eyes. It's really great. So I love traveling with this. But I always throw in kind of like a creamy highlighting product, and recently the ColourPop Smoke and Whistles has been my favorite. I find that these travel really well. Plastic, it's really great, and this is just like a really pretty pinky undertone. And then the only thing I have for the rest of the face is this bad boy right here. I have to have some sort of setting spray with me when I travel, and I love this one because it's tiny. I have the full size here, which I love. You can tell it's like, I love this. This is the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. I love using this to make my eyeshadows more intense. I love spraying this before my makeup, after my makeup. It does set my makeup and it makes my makeup last throughout the entire day. So I bought the little mini size to travel with. Okay, and then the next category is eyes. We already covered everything from the lip, from the face, and we still got some more goodies in here. So for the eyes, I don't take an eye primer because I use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer as a primer, and then I just set it. I have very dry lids, so I don't ever get oily lids throughout the day, so that's why I get away with using a concealer. Eyeshadow palette of choice is always going to be my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette because I can just do so many different looks with this. It's neutral, which most of the time is what I go for. And it's very sleek, very compact. It's in a tin, so it's great to travel with. By the way, I've been grabbing these things from these 2 sides. This kind of has like 4 compartments in a way. It has this side right here, which I already took everything out of. It has one in the middle that has kind of like a Velcro. And then it has this slot right here. And then it has a little pocket right here. So before I go into this middle compartment right here, I might as well just show you what's left out here. I take makeup remover wipes with me no matter where I go, no matter where I travel to. And here I just have the Cleansing Spa Waters by Kojando. I bought these on Sephora because they had really great reviews, and they are really, really great, and they're great to travel with because they're so thin, they don't have that many in them. And then here in this little corner right here, this little pocket, I keep this. This is from House of Lashes. I bought it on the House of Lashes website, and this is where I keep my falsies when I travel. I have a bigger one that I have as well, which is awesome to like throw in your suitcase if you're traveling for like a really long period of time. But most of the time, this works for me. What I don't like about this is that it is pretty bulky. It's like, you know, it's pretty bulky. I mean, it fits perfectly fine in this, but it's kind of bulky. You open it and it's awesome. It has a freaking mirror. It's awesome though. And you just keep your lashes in here. These are Wispies from Amazon. You just keep 3 falsies in here. But what I do love about it is this little compartment back here. So I mean, it's bulky, but for a reason. Back here, I just keep a tiny little House of Lashes glue. They sell the mini glue on their website, and then I keep my scissors in here just in case I have to trim down any lashes, trim down my eyebrows. Who knows? They fit perfectly in this little tin. Okay, when you open the pocket, you see all of the good stuff. And in this pocket right here, I like to keep lip liners, eyeliners, mascaras, you know, like brow products, tubey kind of products, so they're just not thrown in this bag and I'm taking forever rummaging through it and looking for it. All those skinny little products are right here in this pocket. For eyeliners, I usually take 2. I take like a black and a brown. Sometimes I'll throw in a third one there, like for a pop of color. But I love taking my NYX Très Jolie eyeliners because they're my favorite. This black one, this is in the shade Pitch Black. It's my favorite black eyeliner ever. But the best part is, my biggest tip to you guys is to take lip liners and eyeliners that are retractable. Yes, you can take a sharpener and just sharpen it, but sometimes you'll just get like the shavings all over your bag, like the sharpener will pop open and you'll just have a mess everywhere. And personally, when I'm traveling, I don't want the hassle of sitting there and sharpening everything. So retractable products are my favorite to travel with. So I always take the NYX Très Jolie gel pencil in black and in brown. I'll usually throw in like a fun pop of color from ColourPop. This is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Show Me. It's kind of like a bronze metallic color and it's retractable, so it's perfect. And then the last two things I take for eyes to complete a full eye is a liquid liner. Besides the fact that I do typically prefer liquid liner, I always would prefer it when I travel because you don't want to take like a pot and then a brush. Liquid liners are just easier. So my favorite one is definitely the Bombs Schwing. And then of course you gotta take mascara. My all-time favorite mascara is this one. This is the Kiko Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara. It's the best. And for brows, I just bring two products. I take a brow pencil of some sort and then a brow gel. This is the Anastasia Brow Definer. Love this. And then my favorite, this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper in light to medium. It's just a brow gel, but it has like magical fibers in them. It just makes my brows look really like thick, voluminous, and amazing. Voluminous? Can brows be voluminous? Who knows? And then the last thing in this little section are my lip liners and my lip balm. This is the Glossier CoconutBalm.com. I need to take lip balm with me when I travel, so. And these are the lip liners I take. I really try to limit myself. If there's one product I love is lip products. I love changing up my lip color because you guys know a lot of the time I love putting on just like mascara and a bold lip. These are the three lip liners I like to travel with because they are retractable. You'd be surprised, a lot of my lip liners I have to sharpen, but I love these for that. I always focus on three main colors. I'll take a nude, a pink, and like a red. I find that with those colors, I pretty much cover all the bases. So my favorite nude to travel with is the Rimmel Exaggerate in Natural. It has like the perfect undertone. It's so pretty. It looks really natural on the lips, and it goes with so many different nudes and browns and any color. And then this is the Marc Jacobs How Long Wear Lip Liner. Very long wearing. This is in Honey Bun. It's just a really pretty pink. Goes with so many pink lip options. And then I really love this one to travel with. This is from the brand Besame. I bought this on Sephora and it's a double-ended lip liner. They're very similar colors though. I do wish that they would have been different, but they're just very similar. One side has like a burgundy and the other side has like a red. And then the last thing in my bag here are my lip products. I don't even think these little things are to hold lipsticks, but I use them to hold lipsticks. So the first one I have is the Revlon Stormy Pink. If I want to wear like a lot of mascara and just have kind of like a pop of color, I really love Stormy Pink by Revlon. One of my favorite nude lipsticks of all time is this one right here, and they don't make it anymore, which breaks my heart. This is my second one actually. This is the Bite Beauty Luminous Cream Lipstick in Retsina. So beautiful, can't believe they don't make Retsina anymore. It's the perfect nude. This goes with so many different eye looks, love it. And then this lipstick right here is from NYX and it's Whipped Caviar. I always like to take kind of like a mid-tone pink. And then the last three slots are for my liquid lipsticks. This changes so much when I travel, it's like not even funny. But these two are from Stila. This is Stila Patina and Fiery. They do have these in a full size to like for sale on Sephora. But I bought this in a little holiday set, so I love taking this to travel with me because they're so little and just easy. They don't take up much space. And then same goes for this. This is a ColourPop liquid lipstick in the shade Glitter. I got it in a little holiday trio. Perfect to travel with because it's so small. So yeah, that completes this video because that's it, I'm done. There's nothing else in here. I love this. They actually have this same one in a really pretty tropical looking bag, like for the summertime, and I think that one is limited edition, but I just love that you can fit so much in this. So yeah, that completes this video. I know it was long, but I hope I gave you like some tips along the way and what I like to travel with. Maybe it inspires you. Please leave me a comment down below with something you love traveling with. Like, what are your travel essentials when it comes to makeup? I'd love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. The last face brush I like to, what? And then the next, but sometimes you get like shavings. Are those, is that what that's called? This is the ColourPop green, no. Oh, FedEx. Hey guys, so today's video is a makeup tutorial on the look I'm wearing right now. I wanted to play around with the new ColourPop colors for spring.